Hi guys, time to translate. See where the energy is at, see what's going on, see if we got any blind spots, see if we need to do any confirmations. We'll see if there is any confirmations, which I feel like there will be, because I grabbed my book also for a confirmation aspect before I started recording. Something else I want to talk about before I even get into the cards is something I was thinking about yesterday that I have noticed, and it just really made me think, because I really never thought about it too much, honestly. It's in the aspect as into families that pray together, stay together, and they eat together, aspects like that. And I have noticed that I don't have that aspect. I have noticed, even before I got around actual family, bloodline family, we never ate together. We all go our separate ways and eat. And even around family, we do the same aspect. It intrigues me, honestly. Like, what is that? And intriguingly, I find myself at their table eating by myself. It'd be intriguing. It's like they don't even eat at their own table. I don't get it. You know, I appreciate it. You know, I think it's nice, but it really made me think in a faith aspect. You know, why don't we eat together? You know, even praying together, you know. We go our separate ways and pray, or we might speak of prayer and, you know, faith aspects, but when we're all together, we don't do that. We find other types of things to talk about. And even with me saying that, healing within just random conversations are prayers, you know, so I'm not discrediting anything, but on a moving forward aspect, a growth aspect, healing root aspect, that is needed, you know. So it's just something I want to speak on and wonder, you know, do anybody else operate that way or notice that, you know, or even want that? Because that's something I would love to have. I want that. The way I want my family structure is so fabulous that it just, some people think in the aspect that's into, it's just too good to be true, or you're just too good to be true. Like, I can give an example. Like, I don't know. I know sometimes people don't even want to talk when they eat food. You know, sometimes I just be in the mood with my food, because food is energy, you know, and that's what made me think about it as into, is it you don't feel comfortable with the people you're eating with. Because you can get your food and go watch TV, and you feel all good, you know, you won. It's like a date. But when you're around the people, you may not want to eat in front of them. Like, you'll wait till later, or you just literally go off somewhere else and eat, you know. And I speak on that aspect as into not wanting to eat around them. I found myself doing that, and it was intriguing because I did it around my mom, and it kind of makes sense to an extent, but it doesn't. But I really didn't feel comfortable to eat around her. And I don't know if that's something within myself, honestly, as into, I just feel comfortable, you know. I'd be one with my food. Like, we got a whole relationship going on. I can chuckle, like I'm speaking on something, but I'm living what I'm speaking. I'm not just, like, trying to knock somebody else or anything. It's, like, something that I'm noticing within myself and my surroundings that is just like, why is it that way? Do y'all guys notice this too? Would you like this aspect to change too? You know? Contract is in reverse. Caught my attention. I put one of the decks out already, and contract is in reverse. And even with me saying that, it's intriguing, because it's like, this is how it's supposed to be, but it's not happening. It's in reverse. Oh, Jesus. In abundance is in reverse too. Jesus. Okay. You need confirmation. There you go. But what was I saying? Oh, outside of that aspect of, you know, I've gotten accustomed to just eating that way on my own. In the aspect when I think of my mom and the way it was when she came back around me, you know, I don't know if it's because she wasn't eating, you know, sometimes you do get in the mood when, you know, you got food and somebody else don't got food. It's like, I'd rather wait till you leaving to eat. For me, it was that aspect, but I did honestly feel uncomfortable. But I think it was an aspect because she wasn't eating, you know. And I really didn't want to share my food. If that makes sense. And I'm not a selfish, stingy person, but, you know, I made sure I got her some food next time. But I still operate the same way where I didn't eat in front of her. So that's intriguing to me, honestly. It's something that got to be worked on with even a family aspect. Like, why are you uncomfortable? Why are you comfortable by yourself, or just you feel like you got a whole relationship with food? Like, the energy from the food is better than a real life person. And I have spoke on that energy before when it came to affection. And I spoke on how I started eating yogurt a lot, you know, and it replaced it. I want to say a lonely aspect, you know, and it's intriguing how that goes sometimes. But for me, it's suppressing something. Like, you're not actually dealing with it. Like, I know what it is. I want that affection with another person, you know, but I'm not in a rush to just jump out and, you know, just be around anybody, you know, because I'll stumble back into the same thing and probably more of a headache because it's like a physical person, if that makes sense. But I do want good energy around me. I really, really do. And that's what I had noticed from the food aspect. With me speaking on this again, I'm back in a food aspect and a lacking aspect and a suppression. Let me use the right word. Suppression and what's the word? Oh, Jesus. Substitute energy. You know, it's nothing but substituting something, and that's not a bad thing. But it's like, do you actually know what the root cause of it is? That's the thing. I think I want to pull these out randomly. I'm gonna do it just like that. I'm not gonna pull them all out. I'm just gonna pull out random and see what comes out. I think I'm gonna start with the planets. I know I gave y'all a whole little lot, but that's really something that I was thinking about, honestly. And it's intriguing to me. But I'm gonna start with the planets, then I'm gonna go over to the travel deck, and then I'm gonna pull out of my random bag at the moment and see what comes out. Jesus, that was kind of quick. I'm gonna use it just because. Venus, hello love, how are you? How are you? Cold energy. Uranus. And we got Jupiter. Yay! Maybe you just want to pull it down. My cocky energy. You got a big ego. Such a huge ego. It's a Beyonce song, but that's coming in my head. It's arrogant energy. It's pretty much confirmation of everything I just sat there and said. On the planets, which ain't surprising. Then we got Saturn at the top of the deck, which is intriguing because on the Venus card, the hearts are yellow, and it caught my attention. It's strong energy. The solar plex aspect, it's your strength. Love is your strength. Which, in that aspect, your family is supposed to be who you love. I think that's what's getting me. But somehow y'all not eating together, which to me, it's making me think in a growth form. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm so happy Jupiter came out, honestly. That's so intriguing and funnily to me. Alright, let's see what the travel deck got for us. You guys are coming out quickly, yo. You guys are coming out quickly. Plug in the key. About to get some movement happening. Roadmap to heaven. Ha 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 ha. Nice. Wiping away the tears. Put on the brakes. This is a lot. Snuggle up to Jesus. What's at the bottom? Unlock the door. Oh, this is a lot, yo. Let me pull some of these up really quick. This is a lot, yo. Plug in the key. Movement. Roadmap to heaven. Yeah, this is definitely an aspect that's needed. It gives you movement. It's the roadmap to heaven. Wiping away tears, healing energy. It's the energy I just spoke of. All of it is, but this wiping away tears is definitely that. Put on the brakes. Stop doing what you're doing. Plug in that key. Snuggle up to the obvious. Well, that's not what it says, but that's the energy. Snuggle up to Jesus. Putting others first. Unlock the door. And flasher prayer. Flasher's prayer. What is wrong? Something's wrong. Maybe just what I spoke on, or literally it could be another aspect that's wrong, but it's a flasher prayer. Caution lights, like you're driving in your car and something's wrong with your car. You got them hazard lights on. It's that energy. And with me feeling like from the jump, this was confirmation energy. It's the same aspect. Oh, my freaking heart hurt. It's intriguing. It's like a cramp in it. It's so weird. Let's see what we got in here today, people. Let's see what we got in here today, people. I love life. I swear I do. The 12th universal aspect that's helping today when it comes to the 12th universal law, we got the law of relativity. What's important? And in the houses in astrology, we got the second house. Values. What are your values? Physical, mental, what is it? Material values or physical values? And it goes with the law of relativity. That's so intriguing. I put it at the top of put on the brakes and snuggle up to Jesus, and it's next to Jupiter. I got a freaking cramp. It is driving me crazy a little bit. I don't know what happened. I felt good. I woke up this morning. And I didn't rush out of the bed. I don't really like to. Sometimes I get up really early. But today I got up, but I didn't like rush out the bed. I pretty much did some hand exercises, like stretching and things of that nature, which I'm gonna make a video sharing that. Just how I keep my hands moving, but having to operate through daily life, I have to use my hands, so I get therapy in, hand therapy. What is it called? Hand therapy, physical therapy. I get that in by just having to operate on my own daily, where I learn to do things, or it's just literally I'll be like, but I hate to do that. That's the energy that gets me sometime a little bit, because it's like I come off as a hyper independent energy where it's like you don't need no help, and it's like, trust me, I would love to have some help. I would, but then again, if I didn't attempt to do something on my own, I wouldn't know how to do it. Like the way I have learned to do certain things is because I decided to just attempt to do it on my own, if that makes sense, and I just learned to do it. And instead of just sitting there wrapping my hands, I'm using that example. Instead of just waiting for somebody else to wrap my hand, I learned how to wrap my own hand just by, attempting to wrap it on my own. And I learned to do it. But people didn't expect me to do that. They expected for me to wait for them to wrap my hands. It's like, yo. But you guys ain't gonna never learn. But I do want help. I would love to have help. So it's not like I'm pushing it away. I would make life so much smoother, but it does teach you your strength, honestly. I'm going to use it in that form of a way. You're headed somewhere. Where are you going? To the bottom of the deck. Oh, standout energy. You're headed to some standout energy. And you're taking obstacles with you. Obstacles with you. Something is weighing on your mind. This can even be churchy. It's Sunday. Some people could be headed to church. Got a lot on your mind. And you're headed to bright energy. It's a star card. But you're definitely headed somewhere. And the sword is obstacles. It's justice, but the swords. It's painful. Put these back together and shuffle up really quick. Then I'm going to wrap it up. I feel like this is all confirmation. There could be blind spots, but this all feel like confirmation. What else we got in here, though? Anything else? well, something else. Okay. Okay. Obstacles. Jesus. And you got the 8 on there. That's going to be really important. That energy been coming out a lot. I think my last translation, a yin and yang energy came out. These may be you learning lessons. I know everybody like life is a lesson. You know, if you're aware, you're woken to that aspect and you recognize that. But some people think certain things are just, this ain't no lesson. This is just horrible. Later on, you will realize it once you're awakened to it's a lesson. You know, every lesson ain't the funnest. You know, I'm pretty sure you may have learned that in school, and maybe you did not. You know, maybe you did not. But life is going to teach you that aspect. And you got a lot of obstacles right now. Things are difficult, for sure. And this 8 is catching my attention. It's like you're on one side. And whatever side it is a difficult side, for sure. How intriguing. Oh, this is in reverse. Your foundation ain't behind you. How intriguing. That's you. Those cups are your foundation. Your foundation is not behind you. You don't have support within your foundation. That's probably why it's cool and lots of obstacles. Lots of obstacles. And you got justice in reverse too. How intriguing. That is beautiful. You got the energy of the father to the fatherless and the mother to the motherless. The eternal guidance, but which that's mommy and daddy on the eternal side. Or you might call them granny, auntie, I'm not sure, but it's that energy. The physical, you don't have that. And that's why it's difficult. It's coming off as obstacles. And it's within your structure because they're not behind you, if that makes sense. That's why justice is in reverse in this aspect. You got the sky energy, you got the eternal energy, you got the air energy when it comes to elements. Or it could be water too. It's clouds and it's blue. Or all the above. But it's definitely the eternal side. But that's an energy I explained before. I wish I could think of the name of the video, the reference to go back and watch. I spoke on this energy because I translate for that energy. I'm a translator. Which means I operate in that form of a way. And I translate for those individuals who lack in that energy. But I was saying, even within that video, I got dab my nose. Give me a minute. I got dab my nose. Pardon me. I give myself chuggles, Jesus. Seriously, within that energy, there's still individuals who have that physical aspect with parents' guidance. They can still receive this energy and accept it, but some of them don't. They have a line as into, I have a physical mother and I have a physical father, so nobody else tell me what to do. And it's like, yo, we are all energy, and you want that eternal energy, yo. Trust me, you do. Or, it's a slowdown. It's the only way I can say it. You're not escaping it. Even us, we're a reincarnation energy naturally. We're nothing but recycled energy in a different shield. So it's like, if you're not even recognizing that, it's a slowdown. Your foundation's coming. Oh, that's so beautiful. What you're seeking, you're gonna receive. And that's beautiful for even myself personally. Everything I just sat there and said. You may be joining something. Even how I sat there and said, you're going somewhere and you're taking obstacles with you. You got things weighing on your mind and there's going to be a standout energy. You can be joining some type of an activity or a church or some type of community, something of that aspect. Somebody's welcoming you into their structure. That's amazing. And in this energy, I feel the need to say, don't rush it. Because in this aspect, it's like you're going to have options. There's other foundations, or there's going to be a lot of people who's going to welcome you in. So that's really nice. That's really nice. It makes me happy. Communication. Divine communication. Ending. I gotta look at this really quick. What is this? How freaking intriguing, yo. Give me a minute. Somebody is recognizing you. That's just what that energy is. It's a divine connection that they recognize it. Even how believers, they pray, you know, and whoever they're speaking to when they pray, it's that type of a recognition. Whoever this is bringing you this foundation or structure or whatever you're joining, it's a mirroring aspect. But on this aspect, I think I explained this already. Because your happy ending is upside down. Your structure ain't the way that you have thought it would be, or with who you thought it would be. I don't know how I can explain it. It's the eternal side. You're going to be around a bunch of spiritual people. It may not be in the physical aspect the way you thought, but the connection is a spiritual aspect, if that makes sense. And your foundation not being behind you, it's intriguing because the death card is right up under there. It's the eternal side headed towards you. It's who's guiding you. It's the freaking divine communication that you're having. The eternal side is guiding you in which direction to go in. And that's why whenever you get where you need to be, you're going to be welcomed in somewhere. That's so gorgeous. It's a song I actually heard on the radio. I was brushing my teeth this morning. I think it's like what is her name? Erica Kimball. I think it's on station 10.71. I think that's it. And they was playing a song and it was saying, help is on the way, or something like that. It's that energy. That's the intriguing part. This is so gorgeous. I think I'm gonna wrap it. No, pardon me. I gotta open the book up really quick and see what's in here really quick. This is what I actually planned on doing for confirmation. What is this? Again, again. Appreciation came through. This came out yesterday. Appreciation is really, really freaking important. Even with these obstacles, still be appreciative of it. Even of the situation, be appreciative of it. Because there's something you're going to learn in this. So when you actually get this wonderful structure that you want, oh, Jesus, you don't jeopardize it because you didn't learn this lesson. I feel like I want to give an example on this aspect. If I get a little personal with you guys, why not? I'll share everything with you guys. I don't know why I just said it like that. But certain situations really do teach you where you could have appreciated certain things a little bit more. I can use my ex as an example, honestly. Not recognizing certain things that he do, where it's like, he really do care. He have his ways, but learning to appreciate certain aspects within that situation. It's just like, are you admitting to any type of a guilt? What is happening today? Look, lessons happen, and you just learn. Or I could do better. I know not to do certain aspects like that again, if that makes sense. That wasn't that too personal, but you know, just even mentioning my ex, you know, it's just like, but that's it, you guys. Remember, be kind. You are a reflection. If I can get the phone to stop, that'd be nice, huh? Never stopping, okay?